I'm going to go ahead and say this. Everybody know that I'm not finna beat around the bush when we talk about this. The answer is no. No, 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 no. I don't want to hear people say, well, he never was given the opportunity. He never was given the chance. He never was given the fortitude of the mind to be able to put things around certain positions or certain skills or these sort of things. No, the answer is no. No, 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 no. And the reason why I say that is because remember this. If you guys don't hear nothing else from me, coaches coach. Coaches elevate. Coaches look at a situation whereas they say to it and say, okay, give me a wooden block. I would carve it down, shave it down, and turn it into a pencil. That is what you're supposed to be able to do. You're supposed to be able to cultivate. You're supposed to be able to look at something and look at it from where it's at and then elevate and grow that thing. So I don't want to hear people say that Jason Garrett was set up for failure. No. He had every tool that was in place. You can argue this all day and say where Jerry Wayne had his foot in the water, Jerry Wayne had his hands all into the mix, but still, coaches supposed to look at this situation and say to it and say, okay, I'm elevating. I'm not going to deviate. No, I'm not going to hesitate for the nation. I'm going to elevate, baby. And that is what been the issue, because we saw a coach that had a talented led team. We understood that the team had every tool that was in place. Lord, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? How often do you fall into a situation where you got one of the better quarterbacks ever for the Dallas Cowboys as it relates to accuracy? I know that a lot of people don't like Tony Romo, but still, he's going to go down in the books as one of the better throwers of the balls for the Dallas Cowboys. He is. And on top of that, how often do you get a Terrell Owens? How often do you get a Desmond Bryant, a rookie, a youthful Desmond Bryant, you know? How often do you get a class personified, second to none offensive line? How often do you get all of those tools and put them into places? And how often do you get the excuse levels for having one of the best defensive players out there of all time for the Dallas Cowboys to wear number 94? DeMarcus Ware, dare I say. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my dog over there, my Cowboys family. Y'all check them out. They go live every night. Y'all check them out, man. Shout out to my Cowboys family. So what I'm trying to tell everybody is never and stop falling into the trap of saying, oh man, McCarthy, he's set up for success. Look, I want people to understand this. When you fight for what you got and you fight for what you get, it's better, baby. I love the fact that Mike McCarthy failed. I love it. He failed. He said to himself, I got to reinvent myself. I got to do a self-inventory of myself. I got to go back and I got to figure out how I can improve myself and do a self-inventory. He didn't give the cushion after year after year after year, or the cushion after year after year after year. No. I'm talking about Mike McCarthy, looked back and said, how can I improve myself? And he rebuilt and reinvented himself. And I love every bit of it, Cowboy Nation. So when we think about it, both teams, both set up for success. I don't care what nobody says, but when you think about it, you look at the teams, the parallels of both teams, the 2017 or 2006. When did Jason Garrett started? I think it was 2007 as the offensive coordinator. One can argue and say, well, that's his cookie there. He was getting paid $5 million, right? He was getting paid the same amount of money that your boy was getting paid, the coach, Wade Phillips. And one can argue that they was not in the same meeting room as it relates to the offense setup, the offensive things like that. Hey, everybody know when you're talking about setup, right? When you start setting up the table, getting things going, you want to be able to prepare. And you want to be able to say, okay, on this entree, I have a Terrell Owens. Oh, on this entree, in the menu, we don't have just Kool-Aid. Man, baby, we got some wine. We got some grown man stuff. We got some grown man material. And look at this. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, meaning that we would never run out of food because we got an owner that appreciate things, and we'll try to go out there and get people. But nevertheless, we fall into the trap of saying that this team didn't have this or that team didn't have this. We got every tool that was in place for the last 10 years. We just didn't have nobody that can nurture and elevate. And now all of a sudden, a game have yet to be played, and people questioning the talent and saying that, okay, everything is given to this guy. No. I think that what Mike McCarthy is doing is he's setting up everything to be in place. He preparing the table and saying, okay, Jerry, you got your input, but let me tell you mine. Okay, Jerry, I understand what you want to do in this situation, but this is how we won the chip within the last 15 years, A lot of people will look at it and say, well, it was all Aaron Rodgers. No, when you look at the team and you look at the confines of how the Green Bay Packers were set up, that's why we got Davis on our team now. What's his name, Ron? What was his name? Y'all help me out. Davis is his last name. I forgot his first name. We done had so many acquisitions, my mind is gone. But as I say this to everybody, what's up with you, man? Floyd, really appreciate you, man. I want everybody to be crunk for the night. We're going to have, oh my goodness, Woody on the show. So prepare your questionings together. I think somebody asked me what's my email address. It's LAWSNation. You can send me questions there to ask the wonderful, the brilliant, the 3-time Super Bowl champion, 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time All-Pro, Darren Woodson, dare I say. You can ask me the question, just email me there, or you can go to the communities tab. I would drop like a little photo, and then you guys can ask questions there so I can get those things out to the producer. And we talking about producer Scott Walker still with the new field. Shout out to you, Miss Jackie. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Woody is great. Yes. So this is what I want to tell people. This is not for us to bash one to elevate the other, but this is us just looking at football and we saying to ourselves, how can we increase? How can we improve? How can we be better? How can we stop falling in the pitfalls and look at everything? Yes. Natasha, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Well, we just call, we call Scott Walker. Y'all check out his page, his YouTube page, and Big Game James YouTube page. We call him the producer because he produced everything to make it look good, make us look worth more than what we are, right? So I don't have long with you guys. I just want to put that out there. I just want to sow that seed into your mind of not thinking that, hey, this team was set up for failure for Jason, but set up for success for Mike McCarthy. And I'm going to tell people, when you're not given that silver spoon, Robin, what's good with you? McCarthy would be looking, he would have took it to high ceilings, man. Oh my goodness, anytime you can win a game with Matt Flynn, you know what I'm saying? Against that Dallas Cowboys team at the time, oh my goodness. But nevertheless, what I want to tell people, man, thank you so much for the donation to help elevate the nation, baby. I really appreciate your love and adulations, man. It really goes a long way. It does, it really do. But what I want to say, Cowboy Nation, is that this right here, when you think about it, when you're given the silver spoon, when you're given the answers to the test, when you're given the car before you had to earn your own car, you don't covet it like you're supposed to. You don't appreciate it. And not saying that he didn't, but you don't cherish, you don't value, you don't look at it saying that, hey, I can lose all of this stuff. You don't do that as much. That's all of what I'm trying to say. And may Chase and Garrett be whatever he be over there in the Giants land. But what I'm saying is that this particular coaching staff understands the underlining that nothing is given to us and we don't have 10 years. We got to get this thing right now. We got to get everything moving right now. So that is what's the difference between the previous administration opposed to this current administration. It's no favoritism. It's none of that stuff that's cooking in the pot, brewing in the pot, being ready to say, okay, it's served now to the masses. No. Yes, we are hyped for the season, Viper. And on top of that, it is what it is. Yeah. Joseph Ventura, what's good with you, man? Really appreciate you. Thank everybody for tuning in. Thank those who follow this page. Thank those who support this channel. Thank those who share this content. I really appreciate everybody. I just wanted to get that out because I had a few free time. I'm gonna give a shout out to those, man. Don't forget to put down where you guys are from. I always love to hear that and see that on this particular platform. LeBron, Get Down James, Nate. Shout out to LeBron James, man, for thinking about playing football in 2011 and bringing it back up. It will be good. It'll be good if we can see him on the court, basketball court, but let's leave football alone. Frisco in the house, Miss Jackie, Greenville, Tennessee. Really appreciate you, Brownville. See, we the only nation that can do this, baby. We the only nation that can go out there and say, hey, where y'all from, baby? Yeah, Plano. Yes, you know Plano. That's where my dog Devon is from. LeBron would have been a good dope. Yeah, he would have been dope, Joe. Yeah, he would have been dope. Lancaster. PA, what's good? Over here, they got two it's Lancaster and then it's Lancaster out here. But I'm from the country, so I'm gonna say Lancaster out here in Dallas, you know. I was like, what the word y'all talking about? Is it Lancaster or Lancaster? And they said, bro, it's both of them. Just depend on what side of dialect you from, you know, or what dialect you prefer. What's up with y'all, man? Is it Santa Maria? Maria, really appreciate you from CA, California. Who that is all the way from California land? David, what's good? Looking sunny. It is sunny out here, man. It's good weather, hot weather. You need it to be hot to kill off a whole bunch of stuff, so that's good. It's about 130 degrees out here, but it's all good. That's all the time that I have for right now, man. I really appreciate you all. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit this channel up. Let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. And remember this. Don't ever accept something without understanding the full totality of it. Always look at something sideways if it's given to you. You want to earn everything. That's how I look at life. Life is so crazy, it will chew you up and spit you out. Life doesn't care about you. You got to figure out ways to overcome certain things. And trust me, everybody wants things to be fair. But guess what? When the lion eats the gazelle, it's not fair. But eventually, the lion gets eaten by the ants. Eventually, the worms will conquer it all. You see, so it's like the circle of life, just like the Lion King. But what I'm trying to tell everybody is that everything happened for a reason. And either you are built to last or you're going to fold up like a lawn chair. That is how I look at it, you know. That is exactly how I perceive or look at or view life. That's all the time that I have. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's go.